Well, this is terrific, and I'm a bit of an expert on this, so I can just... Hold on a minute. Definitely Italian.
How do you know that?
Just an expert. You either know these things, Brian, or you don't.
I am so impressed.
This is Italian ice cream. It's beautiful. It has that texture to it. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Tony's love of plain and simple fare is a challenge to any cook or food producer. At the other end of the spectrum are people who are passionate about exploring new flavours and even pioneering new crops. The family who own this watercress farm in Dorset have diversified into a hot little crop that's full of eastern promise. Good morning, Nick. How you doing, all right?
Yeah, very good, thanks.
Nice to see you. Watercress has been grown commercially on this farm since 1860. Today, they're tackling something more exotic, which had proved impossible to grow in the UK until now. It produces that little blob of fiery green paste that's served with Japanese food, wasabi. You wouldn't believe what an awkward little plant it is to grow, as Nick Russell explains.
We were given the idea by a visiting chef who was actually visiting the cress beds here and mentioned that the only thing he'd seen growing in this way was wasabi, and that kind of planted the seed.
So how did the process start? Did you have to go, I mean, wasabi really, does it only grow in Japan or does it grow around the world?
Yeah, originally it's from Japan, so we're trying to recreate the natural growing environment, which is the mountain streams of Japan. So flowing water is obviously the main point. I think we have about 500 litres a minute going through our wasabi beds, which is an incredible amount of water, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got these structures we've built over the top and create as much shade as possible. Unlike most plants, wasabi doesn't really like direct sunlight. I think there's a reason why there isn't wasabi farms all over the place. You know, it's notoriously difficult to grow and to sustain.
It's a patient farmer who takes on wasabi. Not only are the growing conditions so specific, you have to wait 2 years before you can harvest it. On the plus side, the Japanese believe it's really good for you.
Originally, the Japanese, I think, were using it as 1600 BC. It's got a lot of medical properties to it. They were using it then to combat food poisoning, whereas eating a lot of raw fish, having something that's going to help you outbalance that it's always a good thing, yeah.
So how would you describe wasabi? As far as I'm concerned, it's a member of the mustard family.
Yeah, it's a brassica, so very, very similar in taste to things like mustard and horseradish, but I find it a lot sweeter, and the taste profile is quite different, but we'll definitely find that out. If you're keen to try some, we can do that now.
Fantastic, I'd love that, yes, great.
Here we are again.
They look fantastic. I just look at those leaves. They remind me of rhubarb leaves.
Well, the whole plant's edible, effectively, from the leaves right down to the roots, with the level of spice changing a little bit through the plant as it goes. But the real jewel in the crown is the rhizome there. That's kind of why we've gone to all the effort.
Once you've grown it, it's simple enough to get that punchy paste we're more familiar with. Right, now this is a special wasabi grater.
It is, yeah. We use these special graters because they do break it down at such a fine level.
That's the crucial bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the magic really starts to happen, to be honest. Yeah, if we were to slice it and just eat it without grating it, you wouldn't in any way get the same taste as you would when you break it down at that level. Yeah.
Can I have a little slice in that case then?
Yeah,
Maybe just good to experience
that.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, great idea.
Great idea, like it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
As you say, it's mild. You can feel the power, but it's sort of not released.
It hasn't been ignited yet. So you can see how this grater turns it instantly into a paste.
That's actually quite amazing. I never thought it would work out just like that, but yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's a paste straight away.
And there's that strong green that we're used to seeing. And what we'll do, you see it often in little balls.
Yeah.
When they serve it, and the reason for that is to reduce the oxygen that's actually reaching the paste, so it stalls that chemical process.
So it's oxidising, which is losing its flavour.
Exactly, yeah.
Aha,
yeah.
Got it.
Grab yourself a stick there and give it a little try.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. The difference is actually, for me, the difference on the front of my tongue is
It's instant, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But then after a short period of time, you get that sweetness coming through as well, which is very different to horseradish and so on.
And from the entrepreneurs growing the stuff to an intriguing way of using it at this Dorset chocolatier. Caroline has got me to help her making wasabi chocolate, cracky, a flavour which she developed. Do you do this by hand every time?
It's hard work.
It is.
Capable hands.
How much of this do you need?
Well, we put 220 grams in.
Crikey.
That makes about 200 chocolates. So we like a bit in there to give it a kick.
So how much do you think I've got there?
That looks about 50 grams tops.
Our wasabi cream filling, or ganache, contains milk chocolate and spicy extras, grated ginger and soy sauce. Just look at that.
Go gently, otherwise you end up decorating the room.
I think I just got told off. It's poured over a layer of chocolate and sets over a couple of days. The chocolate slab is cut and the squares topped with dark chocolate and sesame seeds. I don't really know what it is I'm expecting. Hey, we can't lose, can we? So here goes nothing. The wasabi is far more prominent than I thought it would be. I thought it might have mellowed because of the double cream and the chocolate, but it is there and it's very, very pronounced. It's nice and powerful and that suits me. So one more and that's it.